This is the Crowne Plaza, and there's the suites, I believe, upstairs. But you just pull in. I literally filled up at the gas station right there, and then I pulled in to the hotel right here. I might go for a walk this evening, but I am gonna be going to the gym. A little windy too. So here's their kind of their restaurant area. There's your taxi right there. But there were buses just jam-packed over here earlier. Little fondue, little benches right there. So what I did is I just pulled up with my rental car. Bellhop came down, helped me with my luggage. All right, let's go upstairs and let me finish that story. Again, super nice. He did give me, I'll explain that in a little bit, but let's grab a cup of water. And, oh, only one more apple. All right, let's do a room tour. Right off the bat, this place is fancy. So the lights are gonna kind of, there we go. I do have a nice robe up top with some storage here. I got hangers right here. Plenty of hangers for pants as well. I got my coat hanging up. You got an ironing board and an iron right down here. And then a little spot down here for your shoes. And you can actually sit there probably if you want, maybe not. Dirty laundry, or if you want to use that for laundry. That's actually really nice. That's actually a drawstring little bag there, and then it kind of has, I think, your prices, or you have to write your signature on there. Does have a safe right up here, which is nice. Lock your valuables away, nice and deep as well. Deep shelving, again, the bathrobe up here, and down here another deep shelf, and then we already saw the bottom where you can put your shoes. That does slide this direction, and it's like a frosted mirror where it's a mirror, but it's not quite like a mirror, not like this right here. So obviously see the difference. That's like a mirror. This one is more of a mirror, but this one is more of like a frosted mirror. That's actually really nice. Okay, so then you over here have the bathroom, which does have a slider door. It's kind of like a barn door slider right here, as you can see. And then that opens up right over there. And let's go ahead and start with the shower. A lot of fancy dancy switches. You have an EU plug up here. Looks like it actually has potentially, yeah, looks like it has an inverter already in the wall, which is really nice. You got a little mirror right here. And again, this is gonna be the standard room. I think they do standard room, 2 beds, maybe 2 twins or something like that. But again, this is your standard room. And unfortunately, it was quite a bit than their normal rate just because of all the hotels for the watch convention. So coming in here, super fancy. Let me kick off my shoes here. And we have, number one, we have the tile right here. And we have underneath here, you have an extra roll of toilet paper. Ignore that bag, that's my castor oil. I got 2 hand towels, two shower towels, one I'm gonna show you in just a second. Tissue below, toilet paper rolled up really nicely, nice stainless steel trash can, really nice, modern, elegant looking tub. You got pee flush, poop flush, mirrors all the way around this thing, which is nice. LED with diffusers up there. You got hand and body wash right here with grape seed extract and kiwi seed oil, and then hand and body lotion. You got a really nice looking modern sink right here. Hot, cold, obviously right there. 2 drinking glasses. Those are plastic, so I'll leave those be. More tissues up here. Beautiful shower. We're definitely going to be taking a shower here. There is an LED light. I think, was that it? That one doesn't look like that does anything. Okay, there it goes. So, and then a towel rack with another towel here. And then you can hang something like that if you do use the jacuzzi. I definitely might use the jacuzzi tonight, and a little step towel here. I just want to make sure that my swim trunks are dry before I do leave. It looks like there's another light there. That might be ventilation. And then it kind of instructions for that. You have hand and body lotion, you have conditioner, and you have shampoo over here with your soap rack. And again, a nice rain shower there. Knobs, of course, and down below your wand, and then a really nice, modern, sleek tile drain going down right there. So overall, the bathroom, as you can see, is very nice amount of room in here as well. And I'd say it's coffee time. I mean, no, 6:36, because I'm going to crash out early. I don't want to be messing around with any coffee. I might not even go into the city. I'm going to check and see how long it would take to walk there. But you do have this. Let's go back here for a second. Nice pull out. Looks like hot water dispenser. So it's not a coffee maker, but this is all instant coffee. You have decaf. Oh, they do have decaf, so I might sip on that actually right now because it's decaf. And then your regulars, your Nescafé regular. And so obviously heat up your water and then put it in there. And then they do have, oh cool, they do have hot chocolate as well with 2 mugs, 2 spoons. So I'll take those with me and a couple little biscuits and some tea, English tea, if you want the English tea. There's 4 different bags, 1 green, organic, nice organic green tea. I'll take that with me. Is this organic? That might be chamomile. Yep, that says organic as well. So I'll either have decaf or one of these, and this is organic English tea. Very cool. Okay, so I'll take that with me if I don't use them because it is organic. Very nice. And I will take these chocolate things with me if I don't use them, which I definitely won't tonight because we already had that yesterday. Cool that it does pull out. Very nice. So I'll sip on that. Again, tonight for dinner is going to be pretty basic. He did give me, and I'll explain that in just a second here. Let's finish the tour of the room. So you have diffusers there, but first I want to lift these up to see the view. So these are not blackout curtains, but like diffusers. And let's go ahead and raise that up. And nice workstation, by the way, as well, if I do feel like editing tonight. And they just go down and up. And then again, you can see the hotel from this side. I'm not sure what building that is right there, but this does, okay, that's pretty cool. A little outdoor area down below right there. I don't think that's part of the fancy dancy spot. So I'm gonna go explore. Oh no, you know what that is? That's not even, I don't even think that's the part of the hotel. Maybe. No, because I'm like looking at like office stuff, I think. No, because that's the same lamp over there. So yeah, I think that's the hotel right here. And then it looks like down below, there's some nice little areas to have coffee, umbrellas, etc. And then yeah, I think that's the reception down here. And then a nice little kind of grassy area here. So this is my view coming right over here. Yeah, I remember the little garden behind the reception. So that is the, that's part of the hotel. Let's go ahead and lift this one up. And it does have some pull tabs. If they go up too, if they go up too high, you do have pull tabs right here that get it all the way up right there. And then these do open up. I don't believe all the way. There we go. You got to push that little tab in. And that's as far as it goes right there, just for some fresh air. Because obviously those are massive because this is like a little, safety feature right here. So if this one is closed, all the way that way. And those are massive, massive windows. And then this one would slide just to this little butt system right here. Yeah, I can't hear a thing. So let me open this back up and I can hear a child. Hold on one second. Yep, that is very soundproof. Very nice. And then you do have, so you have the sunshades. And then you have some rollers as well, I believe. Let me bring this one all the way down. And then, yeah, just do this. And then here's your blackouts right here that go all the way down. So that's very cool. And of course, oh yeah, it's just one big long one. And that would black everything out. I mean, you could barely see anything over here. Let me just show you real quick all the way down because this is a review. And a lot of you guys do like to keep everything blacked out. So I like the lighting, by the way. Flipping back around, yeah, you can barely see anything. A little crack that side, a little crack that side, very little coming out. It's pretty much blacked out in my personal opinion. Okay, a little too dark in here for me, so let's go ahead and raise that up. Okay, so we have a nice floor lamp right here with a chair, and forgive my baggage, my snowboard bag here. So you got a lamp here. You got some reading lights right there. There goes the one on the lamp. That's your LED lights behind the bed. And that's for the hallway. Very cool. So if you forget that hallway light, LED lights, lamp, and then the reading light next to your bed. So you got LED lights that run behind the bed. Very cool feature, as well as 2 lights up here. Big wardrobe mirror. Smaller television. You're looking at probably 36, maybe 40 inches. Remote control there. Coming back over here, you have your plugs here. That looks like you could put a US plug right there, so maybe an adapter, but bring your adapters just in case. Direct Wi-Fi access right there. Little desk lamp right there. Looks like some ventilation coming up right there. Chair, and then this kind of looks like a, just your modern chair with a little back to it, but it would be nice to, edit there, and you can kind of look over the green grass here. Now, if you were going to have a mountain view, I think it would be the opposite direction or city view. I'm not exactly sure. Let me hop up here. No, not really. It is nice having this tree though, and this green kind of area right down below there. And we'll give you a full review of the bed. Big fluffy pillows look good. And it's interesting, after being kind of like outside the city and then you're in the city again and it's kind of like lively and busy. I remember back in 2002, I remember being in like a big city and then feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and you were ready to go outside the main city and go back to like just something a little bit more mellow. I remember when my buddy and I were traveling around, like you go from Chamonix or the Zouche and then you come to Geneva, a lot of people staying at the hotel, a lot of business, a lot of to and from, da 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 da. I met a pilot down at reception, asked him, hey man, do I need to get to Geneva Airport, quick? And he was like, no, if you're flying first class or business, you don't need 2 hours. So definitely give myself at least an hour 30, if not maybe a little bit more. I do want to film the lounge, so maybe we'll take the 5 a.m. shuttle over. I think it's every 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I'll ask reception on that one. I'm also going to ask for a wake-up call, even though I will set my alarm. And I'll charge my other phone and set that alarm too, because with an early morning flight like that, you of course don't want to miss the whole experience, because who knows if they try to like, oh, hey, we can't get you in first class. We're going to have to, put you in economy and get you back and, refund your miles. Like, nah, this is the whole adventure. All right. You got a couple more plugs down at your side right there. Nice little big nightstand right here, as you can see. You could even, push that closer to you if you wanted to sit in this chair and watch television right here. And coming around here, you do have what they call the mini bar. And, it's, some, obviously used, so it does have some scratches in it. People, use it for work. I do have some things already in here already. It is kind of a smaller fridge. It says, if you wish to order from the minibar, please call room service. So we'll leave that in there. So obviously it's not full of anything. I did snag the last apple downstairs and I'm chilling that. We're going to have that for dessert tonight. Looks organic, looks delicious. And they do give you a complimentary bottle of water in a glass water thing, which is really nice. 100% recycle with compliments EAU water. I definitely will be drinking that. So you do have a fridge. I put a few items in there and it's blinking because the door is open. You do have a little storage right there as well. And you do have I'm not sure what you would put right there. Television, remote control, glasses that I will be using right here, as well as bottle opener for your water. And this is kind of cool. Again, this is kind of a slider mirror. And then I just put my passport, wallet, stuff like that. My hand sanitizer up there for right now. But I just wanted to give the room tour before it did get dark so you can kind of see the room. Love the LED lights as well. And I'm not sure if that's just small crown molding or if that's cord management to wrap cords all the way around. We'll see how fast the internet is as well. I do need to schedule my YouTube video. So we'll do that pre or after the gym. Again, it's already 6:46. Good night. So that time went by pretty quickly. Over here on this side, a different nightstand right here. And let's see, pull out drawer, no Bible, unfortunately. They need to make sure Bibles are in there. Looks like you have a USB and a Type-C charging area right here. Very nice if you don't have the wall plug or adapter. And then you do have your adapters area right here. So all your different plugs for your countries right here, as well as, let's see, that's this reading light. Don't know what that one is. That's LED lights, and that's the light right above here as well. So you have switches on both sides, which is really cool, integrated really nicely. Love the mirror there. Hair's looking frisky. And let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And let's get the initial impressions of the bed. Very, very nice. Very comfortable. Reminds me of when I went to my cousin's wedding at the Westin in St. Louis. It was really, really nice. Super comfortable hotel sheets. Super fluffy and nice. I think we've seen everything in the room. Let me flip you around real quickly as I'm lying in bed. At nighttime, this would be even more spectacular, but there are LED lights around the TV console here, right there and there. But kind of interesting, I'll be honest with you, being in a hotel room, I kind of felt confined just a little while ago. It was kind of interesting where it's like I'm just used to this open space, not this very small like studio type of a place. And it was kind of weird. I almost kind of felt like confined because like I'm used to going out on a balcony and stuff like that. So anyway, Very, very interesting. But that was really interesting. And I mean, it's a good size room, especially with the work desk and then the area right over here. I know New York hotel rooms and London hotel rooms can be very small, obviously due to space. But overall, this is a really nice bed. I think this is just a queen. I thought he said king, but maybe U.S. king to king here. But anyway, feels really nice, really comfortable. I like what I'm seeing so far. Little detour with the rental car, got it back. Everything checked out good. So praise the Lord on that one. It is 6:52 right now. It's going to be dark in a little bit. I don't think I'm going to go into the city, to be honest with you. I think I'm probably going to work out and eat. Maybe hit the koozie and just crash. And kind of a bummer, to be honest with you, that I had to spend so much because typically this hotel is not this expensive. Neither is any of the ones around. So the Isbiz Hotel I pointed out earlier, that hotel was, again, it was I think like $120 or $140 a night. And then just with this convention coming in, man, it's just busy. So like the people downstairs were checking a lot of people in. There were big buses for this convention, and probably these watch manufacturers are sending all their reps, and the convention center is probably packed. Who knows, man, but it's pretty wild. Anyway, glad I booked my room when I did, because I'm pretty sure they're sold out except for maybe a couple really expensive one-bedroom suites. When I was on booking.com or whatever, even their website I think had it, but again, they're gonna give one of their really high-end representatives or status tiers with their Crowne Plaza hotels. They're going to give them that upgrade before they give a YouTuber who's going to review a hotel. So anyway, super nice. They did give me a complimentary drink and a tapas or something like that. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I probably won't go down there, but nice nonetheless that they did that. But super glad I was able to figure all that out and not try to figure that out tomorrow morning. So learn from me. If you have an early morning flight, don't try to push it. Don't try to stay in Chamonix. Leave Chamonix at 4 a.m. to try to be here and return the rental car and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, if you know where you're going, if you've watched my video and you kind of okay, I kind of understand what I'm doing, but you always got to plan for gasoline, and then what if this happens? What if that happens? Blah, blah, blah. That's why I did this and spent a little bit too much on this room, to be honest with you, but it was for the convenience factor and totally fine by me. So thumbs up in my book. All right, so reception was super nice, and they literally had my profile in there knowing that I was going to review the hotel. Very, very cool. So the guy down at reception, he said, if it wasn't during this convention time, no problem. They would have gave me the one-bedroom suite that cost literally equivalent to, what was it, $1,500 US. They would have put me up there and let me review that. And I told them, I said hey, it's going to be better for the, the video. It's going to be, if I can get an upgrade. He talked to his manager. He talked to his, because all the big dogs are on site right now because of this big convention. And they just said, sorry, there's nothing we can do. We will give you a complimentary drink and a tapas or something like that. And that's very nice of them to offer that. I really do appreciate that. The room is very adequate, but if you look at their website for Crowne Plaza, Geneva, they're one-bedroom suites. I think they even have little balconies, and they're dynamite. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if all of them do, but some of them do. And they, the one I was asking for was a one-bedroom mountain view, and it's a one-bedroom suite, and nice. This room is very nice. This room is very nice and adequate. Definitely has a lot of cool amenities to it. I got a bathrobe I could wear, which I will. I'll probably have my dinner in a bathrobe. It's going to be a simple night, to be honest with you. It's going to be a simple night. I'm going to have my apple I picked up from downstairs. I won't worry about any breakfast tomorrow because I'll be doing lounge food, airport food. So I'll fast until maybe I'll grab whatever, maybe a cup of coffee. Maybe one before I leave here, maybe just wait till I get to the Geneva lounge. But I do need to crack that water. I do need more hydration in me for sure. So if you're like myself, you can get a little frazzled sometimes, especially with some of those details, especially if you're running late. So make sure you're not running late, my advice, and do the day before. And if you're not traveling during this convention, then it's going to be a lot cheaper as well. The gym is open 24 hours, and of course we're going to be using that. I probably should do that sooner than later. So maybe work out, come back, and then eat after that while I still have a little bit of energy, because the more I lay down, I'll probably want to crash out a little bit. And then what I do need to do is I need to finalize. I packed really good, but I do need to, tonight before bed, definitely before bed, I need to get out my bag scale. I need to make sure that my bags are in the appropriate, just shifting things around maybe just a little bit for potential shower in Dallas or potential surf, which I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I might, but it's going to be kind of, I might. I'm not going to say no, but I might. And then we need to weigh the bags, making sure it's distributed evenly. I am first class, but it's 70 pounds, or is it 90 pounds? It might be 90 pounds. Then it doesn't even matter. But I do want to make sure that appropriately. So I do need to ask Grok if first class is 90 pounds or 70 pounds. And I'll keep you updated because now I am going first class to Heathrow on British Airways, and the same rules should apply with American Airlines. So it should be totally fine, no extra charge or overweight or oversized for the snowboard bag. I'll keep you updated about that one as well. I did see somebody arriving in Geneva with a snowboard bag, and I was like, bro, you coming in a little late to going to Zermatt or the French Alps, that's for sure. And you can fly into Zurich for Zermatt as well. So let's pound some water. They should have gym towels up there, and we'll throw on some shorts for the gym. We'll film a few more things in the hotel, maybe. They do have a restaurant. They do have, I thought he said the restaurant was only open 7 to 10. Downstairs bar is quite a little bit more. I look a little flushed, but I'm not. Well, I may be walking around. And they do have a QR code right here for in-room dining, if you want to do that option right there. That would have been nice instead of a drink and a tapas, which I'm appreciative of. But if they would have gave me like, $50 in, comp dining or something like that, that would have been pretty cool. I would have ordered a nice little steak. If I asked, they might be able to do that, but super easy. I'm not going to be one of these bougie YouTubers that demand things. I'm just going to be appreciative. And my bell guy was really nice, spoke great English, tipped him. And I have noticed people tipping the bellhop, and he seems very happy about that. I did tip him US. Unfortunately, I don't have any euros or any Swiss francs on me. All right, very refreshing. That is nice. Glass bottle as well. I appreciate that. Sitting down in the chair right here, having myself a little glass of agua. I'll bring my, I'm pretty sure a fancy hotel like this has water service upstairs, but I'll bring my water bottle just in case. That's on the 7th floor. Just out of curiosity. Man, I slammed that water. I believe they do have shuttle service or transportation cards. The hotel will provide transportation cards. They're so busy, they probably would have explained some of this. They are super busy. I think it's actually kind of far to walk down by the lake. There are some nice hotels down by the lake, and that was a cheaper option as well. I just didn't want to deal. I mean, there's probably taxis all over that run, nonstop, but I didn't want to deal with my big old snowboard bag, all my luggage at some like budget friendly one. I just don't want to get to the airport late. So I paid, I think, double the price, maybe a little bit more than double the price for the convenience. Not to mention I get a review of the video as well. Plus I get a review of the hotel as well, which God willing will lead into more opportunity. Okay, just out of consideration, let's just kind of like to the edge. I think maybe there's like a little park down here by the water. Let's just say right there, just out of curiosity, at the L'Horge Fruit, open 24/7. Yeah, it's like a park, or Jardin Angeles. Let's see how far that way is. Oh, I need to connect to the internet. Driving is 22 minutes with a little bit of traffic. Walking is an hour? Oh my goodness gracious, 4.4 kilometers. 5K is 3 miles. Oh yeah, that wouldn't be, I could do that a lot quicker than that. But that's actually quite a bit of time. We saw it the other night. Yeah, I probably will skip that. I could probably do that in, let me see here. 4.4 kilometers, 5K is 3 miles. So 4.4 is a little under 3 miles. Let's just call it 2.5. 5 miles. Let's say you're doing a mile walking at a 12-minute speed times 12. Yeah, it will only take you 30 minutes. Might take me a little bit longer than that. Maybe not. Let's just call it 35. So regardless, it would be a while, right? It's already 7:09. If I would have checked in early, probably, definitely. Is there like a really big punch to get out there right now? You probably have. I would literally have to go right now to make it down there. I've been to the city before. I've seen the water blowing before. I drove around the streets that one night. To be honest with you, I think I'm okay. I don't really need any souvenirs. If I've never been here before, sure, I'd go down there. But we saw Lake Annecy A lot prettier than Lake Geneva, just in my personal opinion, from what I can remember. And so we'll scratch it. Let's just get bougie and enjoy the hotel because I paid a lot for it and I want to be able to enjoy it. So let's go get a dirty workout in, and then let's come back and let's get some tuna fish, eat my apple, have some almond butter. I don't really have any. I can make some tea. I might take some of that tea with me because I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and go pee. That's for sure. Especially, you got to get some good sleep tonight. Maybe I'll skip my tea tonight. I kind of feel like a decaf coffee right now before I go to the gym. Just kind of enjoy this a little bit. Probably be a nice sunset too. And by the way, outside noise, I haven't heard one plane, but you can hear people if they're like closing their doors like out in the hallway. So I am going to sleep with my white noise machine on just in case. I'm pretty sure you can't really, hopefully you can't hear me. If not, you'll hear some banging. Shut up. Typically with a hotel like this that's designed like this next to the airport, the reviews said even though you're so close to the airport, you just can't hear. I do need to find out about the shuttle, figure out which shuttle I'm going to take. I'm definitely not going to take the 440. But I kind of want to review and have a longer period of time at the lounge. So is like an extra 15 minutes worth of sleep worth it? If it's a comfortable bed, we'll figure that out in a little bit here. I don't know why I didn't have that one open. So obviously you don't want to have your windows open, especially if you're with your spouse, because those hotel rooms, everyone has their shades drawn almost. But, those rooms literally look right onto your bed. But if you pull back right here and you're just working at the desk and you just look over at these beautiful trees right here, that's pretty cool. Pound of that water, by the way. I was definitely thirsty. And if you're wondering, here, let's just ask Grok right now about the tap water at the... let me sign into the Wi-Fi. Okay, nice and fast internet. We do need to schedule, what time is it back home? Oh, it's only 11:18. I'll work out and do that before bed. I do need to post my video that I already have uploaded. That took 3 days to upload. Very nice, actually. Putting my feet up here on the desk. Yeah, just ripping, having a good old rip-a-rooney. Let me see here. Treat yourself to a drink and tapas. Valid until 4/1/2025 with my last name. So including premium wine, beer, and non-alcoholic beverages. Drink selection. Tapas might be pretty good, but pretty cool. Probably won't use it, but pretty cool nonetheless. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. But if it wasn't the busy time, your boy would have been able to get the big suite and reviewed that, baby. Looking absolutely fantastic. All right, let's heat some water up. Let's do a decaf. It'll just make me feel like I'm actually having caffeine. And then we'll go crank this workout out. Light, very light dinner. After the workout, just put some protein, put some tuna fish in me, some almond butter, maybe a few nuts, but not many. And then we're going to have at it, man. We're just going to have a hoot of a time with the lounges and first class. I'm going to try not to overdo it, but your boy's going to have some delectables, that's for sure. That's why I got to hit this workout hard. So Maz was getting a hold of me, and we hit up Maz with our itinerary for tomorrow. But again, I've said it, but it's nice. You got a building right there, but I do like this tree right here. And the workstation is actually really nice. Let me move my internet access code card out of the way, but nice little table. I don't think I'll have time to edit tonight, but I might. I'm going to try to crash out at like 10 o'clock, which is 2.5 hours from now. So I better start chilling on the liquids, that's for sure. Maybe 10:30. Just catch some sleep on the plane. Maximum 11. We'll catch some sleep on a plane, but I do need to get up. Your boy doesn't rush. Great lighting in here, by the way, with the windows coming in. Your boy doesn't rush, man. So let's just say I take over. Let's say I'm at the airport 5:30. Let's just say 5:30 at the airport. Probably need to get the shuttle at like 5:10. But it's only like a 5-minute drive over there, so maybe I'll get there before that. I'll probably take either I gotta find out if there's a 5 or a 5:10 shuttle. Your boy needs. You're gonna laugh at me, but your boy needs a good 2 hours just to get his bearings right. If all my luggage is ready to rip, then I'm good to go. Probably bang it out in an hour and a half, wake up. But I like a slow devotion time, man. I'm not one of these guys that just like wakes up 30 minutes before I need to be out the door, splashing water in my face. I need to chill. I need to like process. And I don't want to think about like everything going through my mind. Last night, it took me a little bit more time to fall asleep because I was thinking about stuff I need to film. And number one, praise the Lord that Hotwire came through with my reservation, because this hotel is so busy that potentially if there was a foul up, your boy would be like, where am I going? Geneva Airport closes for like 5 hours. So you got to go on some bench around the city or try to find another hotel way off by the lake and paying taxis and all that nonsense. So praise the Lord that went through. And praise the Lord, he's going to bless the review video and these vlog videos so we can have ourselves a little stew, eat some organic food. Oh, by the way, they give you 2 cards, but you do need to put a card in the little slot for the lights. I think if you remove your card, what a trip. Thank you, Jesus. Comfortable chair. For sure. We got some beautiful shadowing right here. Yeah, by the time I would have walked down, it probably would have been dusk anyway. I've just been enjoying just staring out the window, man. Obviously, I wish that building wasn't there, or I wish I was maybe a little higher up, but I think I'm only on the 3rd floor, but I think they started, let's see, like 1, 2, 3. Technically, I'm on the 3rd floor, but I think I'm on like technically the 5th floor because there's like 2 down there and then 1, 2, and 3. I could get used to like traveling around a little bit. I mean, there's nothing like home, but nice decaf. That heated up pretty quickly. All right, I got my charging. I'm charging my laptop, charging my this camera, as well as my cell phone before I head upstairs to go work out. Now, because this is a review video, it's kind of hard to see, but you know, I mean, it's a review video. The windows are a little hazy. I mean, not bad, but I mean, since this is a review video, we're not gonna nickel and dime and hype every single hotel, you know, saying it's the best of the best. But you know, there's a little bit of cleaning that needs to be done. That might have been the guy's washing fluid that he didn't squeegee off all the way, but you know, I mean, just letting you know, it's a hotel review. But you know, so far, I mean, that's barely a con at all. That's not even a con for me, really. And then, you know, again, a few little scratches on the desk, but that's, you know, I mean, you put your coffee down, you slide your coffee, you put your laptop down, you work. This is a work table. I got my feet on top of the table. It's absolutely fantastic. Probably the best feature of this room so far is the LED lighting and how quiet it is. I literally opened up that window and I could hear a child, and then I closed the window and I didn't hear the child anymore. I haven't heard one plane. And we're like right next to the airport. It didn't take me very long to walk at all. So again, the pilot downstairs I met at reception, he's like, I wouldn't go 2 hours in advance. I'd go like an hour 15, hour 20. He's like, but that's me. He's like, but I'm not going to tell you that because I don't want you to miss your flight. And I said, well, I am flying first class. He said, oh, business first class, no problem. Just whip right through. So, you know, we'll be appropriate, but we won't be on the 440 shuttle if that I gotta film the lounge. I keep forgetting about the lounge. I want to film the lounge because that's a whole nother video to make. And if you are wondering, no, I might pop in real quick, kind of like subtly, because it is kind of a busy hotel, and maybe get some better shots of. I think the bar was downstairs. I think the restaurant's upstairs. There might be a rooftop bar up there. See, I just don't drink, so future hotel reviews, I'll show it, but I'm not going to be partaking of it. Maybe a seltzer water with a lime wedge, you know. We'll call it a day. But I am going to go up to the gym and I'm going to get a filthy workout in. And I'm going to show you what kind of equipment they have. I think they have cable crossovers, hopefully maybe some Pelotons. I'm not really going to do any cardio because I've done a lot of cardio. I like the reading lights by the bed. That's actually really nice. Look at how nice that looks. That's pretty cool. Blackout shades, very nice as well. Don't need them. Didn't draw one shade any of my properties. I want to wake up. I want to see the light. I want to see the gondolas. I'm trying to think what I do like how there's a little extra room in here with this chair and this chair right here. This chair is pretty comfortable in the desk. I do wish maybe for me, like maybe throw in. I think I've had a decent amount of water. Not my full water intake for the day, that's for sure. But I've had a decent amount. But we'll start toning it down because, you know, we'll have maybe one more big glass of water and we'll call it a day after that one. But right off the bat, love the glass as well. Plastic in the bathroom. Nice that they do have that, but I don't drink out of plastic. So thank you for the glass. Maybe one more water bottle. And they might have, if there was 2, they knew it was only me. Maybe they would have had an extra one if there was, double occupancy. They had double for everything else. They have double, they have teas, 2 coffee cups, hot chocolates, which we're going to take for sure. Your boy's going to take those. But yeah, like one more water. And then can't think of anything else right now, to be honest with you. Maybe like a larger TV, if that's your jam. Let me turn around real quickly here. And maybe a little bit, if I was staying here for multiple nights, yeah, maybe a little bit larger of a TV, but it fits the space pretty good. It definitely fits the space pretty good, but maybe a little bit larger, maybe like a 42-inch instead of the 36. And then I do like the LED lighting for sure. And then maybe a little bit larger of a fridge, especially if I was staying here for multiple nights, not just one night. I would need more room in the fridge. Forgive my wires, but I would definitely need more room than that in the fridge for goodies. So that's not your typical hotel fridge. That's just, pretty much a a mini fridge for exactly what you see in there. Other than that, that's all I can really think of right now. We'll keep you updated. But now, let's go rip that gym. That's why I love Grok, because can you drink the tap water in Geneva, Switzerland? Yes, you can safely drink tap water in Geneva, Switzerland. The tap water in Switzerland, including Geneva, is of excellent quality and meets strict safety standards. It's sourced from natural springs and lakes, and it's regularly tested to ensure it's clean and potable. In fact, it's often considered some of the best tap water in the world. You can fill up your bottle straight from the tap without worry. Thank you, Grok. Totally forgot to show you, but plug down there your do not disturb signs. I'm out on a mission. Breakfast, I'm relaxing. Deadbolt right here. No peephole. Air conditioning and probably heating here. And then this is where you put your card in for the lighting, and then you do have switches here as well upon entry. The bathroom is actually very nice. Very high quality. You got that glass right here, and then a nice little small tile on the floor as well as the sidewall, and then those wall panel tiles are a little bit larger. So you do need your key card to go up, but not down. 7th level is fitness, 8 is club lounge. Right here, and there are rooms, eSpace fitness, and then rooms down this direction. This given is the 7th level, decorated a little bit different. Yeah. Let's see what this is. Oh, ice machine. You got a little ice machine right there. Very nice. And what is that? Oh, a shoe polish cleaner right there too. Very cool. Okay. This looks a little fancy. I'll probably bust out the camera once I get in here. I don't know if I'd want... These doors look a little smaller than those doors. Those doors look pretty big. Let me bust out the camera when I get in here. All right, let's do this tour before someone comes. There's literally nobody in here right now. Good night. That's a view, and someone cracked open the thing there for a little sweat session. Oh yeah, it's nice up here. Yeah, when you get above, especially this is all in the corner. So again, there's nobody in here right now, so let's blow through this before someone does come. You got your mats, dumbbells, super light. Looks like all the way up to, I don't know how to like difference it, but 10 kg, so nothing super heavy. Got some bags right there. What is that, 1533? Kind of throw around little foam roller right there. Turning around ab ball machines. You got your incline, decline, flat bench right there for abs. You got some blocks over here as well. So there's kind of separated rooms and plugs right here. Bring your inverter if you need a charge. Air conditioning controls, little remote control. Sweet, I'm definitely gonna be using this. Life Fitness, your only limit is you. Little TV in the corner, light right above. So cable crossovers, I'm definitely gonna be using this. Life Fitness machine, they got a bunch of little cables, all sorts of stuff. People are probably so busy with the convention that they're probably not paying attention to this. So sanitizing wipes, looks like isopropyl alcohol, towels, larger towels and hand towels. That it's a really cool sliding door, just push to get out and then enter your key and it slides open. Gym and tonic. Dirty towels go here. Staff right there. Fitness center rules. I want to go for a run. They have a little map of the city. Let's see what's up here. Hopefully the light turns on, maybe not. 2 showers, a toilet, which is nice. Let me see here. Fitness center rules. What's this? That's locked, whatever that is. There we go. Push that for some lights. This door is locked, probably maintenance. You got 2 showers. They have all the body lotions, rainfall shower, and then just kind of a getting ready little room, towels, makeup, hair dryer right here. And that does slide shut with a fog thing there. And then this is all fogged out as well, but it is a co-ed gym. So even though it is fogged out, you probably still could see a figure in there, so just a little heads up on that one. But again, nice that they do have a toilet up here. So with body washes and hand washes and lotions, so you don't have to worry about going pee. You can hang your stuff right here, bench right here, and let's continue on before, again, someone comes. Water dispenser here, very nice, with some cups, trash, scale, clock right there. And then they do have it open a little bit over here, but of course you can close those. Nice treadmills, run your world, row machine, elliptical, and a bike right here. All this is pre-core. So you got a bike. It looks larger because of the mirrors, but you got a bike, elliptical, rower, 2 treadmills, and let's check out the view, man. So that's the Nash Hotel. That's the closest one right there. Looks like a golf shop or something here, like apartments there. And then you got planes coming in. That's pretty cool. I might just do some cardio just to watch some planes coming in. And then you got a casino over there. And then where's the Embassy Suites? I thought that was like right there. Look at the car park though, man. That thing is totally filled with cars right over here. But super mellow airport. A little breezy right now. You got some apartments right here. More, I think, hotels right around that direction. But this is pretty up here. If you can get a higher room, and then there is another level. I don't know if there's rooms. We'll go over there after the gym. But this is pretty cool. I definitely want to set the camera down, start working out. Well, yeah, that's a big golf shop down there, man. And then, of course, like there's rooms right around the corner, so I won't film them. But it looks like we're on the same level. So maybe level 8 is only the restaurant or whatever's on the rooftop there. But there's the Nash Airport Hotel and the Isbiz, I think, other one. That's literally a jaunt right there if you can't get into this place here. Assault Power Elite Rower, very nice. And then I think this is all probably, storage. So yeah. So a little safe right there. If you want to put your passport in there or whatever, you can put backpacks, water bottles. I just have my stuff on the bench right here. Now, let me see. In that case, let me make sure that that one's locked. And then again, the ab room with the dumbbells over here in this corner. I'll probably be getting after this and maybe some abs, but I superset, so it's real simple. But definitely enough room in here where you can wander around. Again, clean up if you, now this is obviously another really good idea. If the gym is not busy and someone else is down in the bathroom, like your spouse, and you're like, man, I really gotta go, come up here, take a shower, and do your thing, your number 2 right there, that would definitely feel good. This is nice, man. I might just walk because that's gonna come, yeah. Hold on, check this out. This is pretty cool. So here comes a plane coming in right here, and it's gonna fly in. And let's just watch this thing land here, right? Touching down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just landed. Goodness, that's probably, well, no, it's already 8:12. I was already landed way before that. I think I landed 6:30. My flight came in 2 weeks ago. So, they're running, British Airways is running short haul flights, they call them. Again, you sweep over that mountain right there. I'm just going to call it a mountain, but it's like kind of a big hill. That's what I saw coming down the French side over here. And then you whip around this way and then you come this way. Let's get over here real quickly here, making sure that you can't see any Alps. You're kind of too far over this way, but I think they consider this the mountain view. Is this direction here is what you're gonna get if you book the mountain room. And you're way above, especially if you can get up here, you're way above the apartment complex. That's not gonna block your view. Like, check this out. Let me just film it real quickly here. So coming around the corner, there are rooms right there that are unobstructed going that direction, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of walk on the treadmill for 5-10 minutes and then we'll start lifting some weights. Don't want to get it too late. It's already 8:13, goodness gracious. Maybe close that window as well. It's gonna get a little breezy in here in a little bit. Nice big area right here for your water bottles, your Yetis, not to mention if you're filming yourself, and then big old screen on these things. I don't even know what those are for. You watch something while you're just chilling. This is pre-core machines again. Maybe it's been a while since I've had, gym access. I'm a member of 24 Hour Fitness, but look at this. So this is like a wireless charger. You just set your phone up there and watch a YouTube video and it charges wirelessly. Wireless charging for your watch. There, you can kind of see a little bit more over here on this side when you're away from the wall. There's rooms right there, and they have like major shades right there. So again, they're having a beautiful view this direction. And the people that are here for the convention are probably out with, like clients or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're just doing their thing. I think it better be touchscreen for Run TV, aerobic, and it probably is already connected to all that stuff. I'm just gonna hit quick start because I'm just gonna watch the planes come in a little bit. Workout beginning, starting treadmill, 1.6. Let's jack that up to like maybe speed 3 and then 4. Start flat. This is kind of a slow pace. Let me see what I was walking back in Chamonix. I was like hoofing it pretty good. I think I was walking at like a 4.5 pace probably, just to get where I needed to go. So that puts me down to a 13.20. Is that kilometers though? That's kilometers per hour, yeah. So that puts me at a 13:20 pace for a kilometer at 4.5. Oh, that's not miles per hour, that's why, duh. 4.5 Typically I go on 4 and it fills faster than this, so let me see. Like maybe 6 kilometers per hour is 4 miles per hour. That feels more about that. That puts me down to a 10 pace for a kilometer. So, all right, we're just gonna do this for like 10 minutes. Oh, that's a big plane coming in. Hold on. Let's get you a little bit more stable here. Yeah, look at that one. That's a big one. That looks like it's a lot bigger than my British Airways one that came in. Let's watch him. Yeah, big nose up right there. That's a thick one right there. Must be an Airbus. Can't read what it says. Elite something or other. That was definitely bigger than the British Airways one that came in. Nice having the whole gym to yourself. I haven't heard anybody come in. They do have a sign right here that says use the treadmills only from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So the banging of your shoes on the treadmill must affect the rooms right below. So just a little heads up on that one. If you get level 6, you might not want to be underneath the gym. The gym is open 24 hours if you are wondering. I just realized what a tapas is. I think a tapas is an appetizer. So it was a free drink and an appetizer, which would be really nice. Like if I was having a glass of red wine with an appetizer, that wouldn't be all that bad, but just don't drink. Now, I will be honest with you. Now, for tomorrow, like on the flight, they'll bring champagne. You'll have like 1 or 2 sips of it and call it a day, Definitely don't need the whole thing. But just to be able to experience some of that, and 1 or 2 sips, I'm not trying to stumble anybody. Just a little sip. We'll keep it frisky. Okay, got 15 more seconds. We'll head on over to go get some weights done. I think I'm gonna probably concentrate mostly on the cable system just because you can get a little bit heavier of a workout in than the dumbbells at 10 kgs. Now, if I was doing some shoulders, which I kind of did everything yesterday, but I might just kind of repeat because obviously I wasn't doing it with weights, it was just body exercises. So, all right, let's get out of here, go over there. Hit that stop button, end workout. All right, you gotta get creative, but you can get a nice little filthy pump in. But the bars attach on both sides, which is a little different. I wish they had a few more attachments. Tricep rope would be nice. Smaller bar, but you could still do biceps, but you just have to use both instead of just singled out. But you can, of course, use the handles, do individual arms if you want, or chest. So you just gotta get creative for a nice little filthy pump. I do love this though. Your only limit is you. With you and God, everything's possible. Those are actually rooms down this hallway by the gym. Don't know if I'd want a room right there. Let's wander up to 8, see what's over there real quick. It's looking pretty frothy. I'm not gonna lie to you on that gun right there. Looking good, looking chic. Looking chic, all right. So this is, let me show you, shoe shine, separate restroom. Oh, because the club lounge. Yeah, there's actually people in there. Let me randomly see if, nope. You gotta have special access. Looks like there's a billiards table, some like fruit. There was people in there, or I would have filmed a little bit more, but you can kind of see a little bit, but yeah, that's the club lounge. Beautiful view nonetheless. And then some more rooms that space over this direction here. People have to go outside to smoke. The elevator smells like smoke, literally like wafting in with them. All right, heading down to 3. Again, breakfast and meeting rooms are down at -1. Also sanitize your hands. There was a guy up there in the gym that was yakking, so definitely don't want to get sick. I'm just gonna go down. Let's see, meeting rooms -2 and -1, reception bar. I thought there was a restaurant. This is -1. And again, I'm just filming on a cell phone, but my camera died. Got a coffee machine. I'm hearing some music. Let me go pump in there real quick here. Nice coffee machine. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, that's just the restaurant bar. So that's just up one level. I was like, what's going on up there? They're pumping some tunes. Bathroom's over here. So it's hopping up there right now. I won't go through there and film because I don't have my nice camera, but so that's the bar restaurant. These are your meeting rooms down here that I can see from my room. And all these are, you know, like iPads right there. And then I'm gonna keep my voice down, but it might be like a little lounge area. Right here, little kind of workstations. Restrooms are over there, but cool little vibe nonetheless. And then you go back upstairs. So all these are the meeting rooms. Meeting rooms over here, restrooms. And then you can get back up straight ahead and then go up and over. So people are literally having meetings. I think that one was a mutual space, like a work station. And she was speaking English, so I'm pretty sure that she just tucked herself in the corner. Really nice little space down there that I filmed. I needed to edit and wanted to get out of the room. Yeah, go down there. Put your headphones on, lounge. Again, that was -1. And then -2, there are more meeting rooms there. And then just a light panel at the end of the hallway. That's pretty cool. So if you are wondering, I'm staying in 305. And so key to get in. And I just left my probably not very green piece of me. Let me see if, yeah, those doors, they don't slam, but it's starting to get a little bit later now, so you don't want to be that guy. And then, you know, I mean, we're in Switzerland, but you never know. So again, air conditioning, I'm going to kick that down. That's way to 23. Goodness gracious. No, we don't want that. I might leave my window a crack because it's pretty warm in here. I don't know how do I turn that off? Temperature. I don't know. Everything's in Celsius. Oh, look at the LED panels. Okay, let me charge my better camera. Hold on. All right, other camera is still charging, so bear with me for just a little bit here. That actually was a really good pump. I actually got a really good pump out of that. Striations are looking good. I won't point the camera down there too long, but that's the gal. Kind of a glare there, but that's the gal down there in that workstation, tucked in the corner, and that might be just a work Mac over in the corner. And then, anyway, really nice room. So I would definitely take advantage of that if I was going to be up a lot longer and needing to get in a nice little space and work. Could be a colleague that wants to, you know, sharing a room maybe on a budget, or she just wants to go somewhere quiet outside of the room, make some phone calls. Anywho, sorry, luggage is on the bed right now, so I am needing to rearrange a little bit. LED lights, like all the lights I'm pretty sure are on right now. And again, the glow underneath, the glow on the side, the edge, and the lights over here, very, very nice. Both reading lights are on. Lamp is on, and this lamp isn't on right here, but I could always click that guy on right there. And sorry, this is a workstation, and I'm charging my devices. Got my luggage scale weigher right up there. That definitely is going to come in handy for weighing my bags to make sure I'm not overweight, so I don't have to distribute at the airport. This one's already pushing about 70, but again, what I want to do is I want to distribute it because I might use the lounge's shower after Heathrow to JFK. I didn't use the lounge shower last time, and you always say, maybe, but just throw an extra change of boxers and a clean shirt. Definitely a clean shirt because, again, coming to on business class, I changed my shirt after I got back from London Central, visiting Buckingham Palace and all that stuff. So I forgot what I said on camera. I think I was ripe like 3.5 out of maybe 4 out of 10. You know, it was a little bit ripe, but not too bad. Already just got out of the shower. Delicious shower, by the way. But while I'm thinking about it, my reservation with Hotwire didn't include a breakfast. I don't really care because I wasn't going to eat anyway, and I'm leaving too early for breakfast. I'm leaving actually before the breakfast hours, which I think are 7:30 to 9:30, double check. But I am going to find out about their shuttle service. I think it leaves every 20 minutes, and I might place a wake-up call as well. We need to hit the head. It is 10:54. I don't know how the time flew like that, but we need to get to bed.
Yes, my friends, that's the robe. I forgot to say, well, I showed you, but haven't put it on yet. And slippers. Same as business class with American Airlines. Same type of slippers. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I got my coffee. It's an early one. It's an early one for sure. I actually took another shower just to wake up and didn't, normally don't do that, but I was like, yeah, just a quick little spritz and get gussied up with my robe. Not to mention then I can do my hair. The bed was very delicious. The bed was very comfortable. I actually cracked the window and slept with the window open. Couldn't really figure out the controls of the AC or the heater, but it's I wasn't cold at all, just snuggled up. The comforter is really nice. The bed is soft and comfortable. The pillows, they give you like a super soft option or a thicker, bigger option. I went with the thicker, bigger option, and it was really nice. Turned a couple times last night, of course, early morning flight, that's kind of on the back of your mind. You're like, I don't want to miss it, But when the alarm went off, I was like, oh man, that came definitely too soon. If I would have planned it a little bit more properly, I probably should have. I'm not sure what happened. There was the whole, getting the car back to the airport, but that wasn't that bad. Then I came back here and I think I was room touring, and then I was rearranging some stuff, which I'll, finish up here after I read a couple chapters of the Bible, do some devotion time, of course. Woke up at 3:15. It's 3:42 right now. Again, giving myself plenty of time. A little over the top, but plenty of time. But I should have planned it a little bit better last night. And probably should have been in bed by 10 o'clock instead of like 11:15 last night. Actually like 11:12, because when I set my alarm, it was like 4 hours and 2 minutes, and I was like, oh boy. But they do say 4 hours is like enough to like go down deep into deep REM and come out, instead of like coming out in like, when you're in deep sleep, I guess. But it felt like I was coming out of deep sleep when the alarm sounded. Nice to have hot coffee in the morning without going anywhere, going downstairs or anything like that. Even though it is instant, tastes okay. Tastes pretty good. The shower is really nice. There is one con to the shower though, and maybe I'll point that out. Let me not spill that. In order to turn on the rain shower, you actually have to pull this knob first and then swing the handle up for the pressure. The problem with that though is that cold water comes down from the rain shower head and hits your arm and a little bit of your chest and body. Not that bad, but that little pull-out feature from the wand to the rain shower that you have to pull out before you turn on the pressure, you do get hit with that cold water just briefly, and it does warm up very, very quickly. I don't know what kind of ready-made, hot water pusher is there, but it's like, I think probably 10 seconds that sucker's hot, ready to rip. So just giving you a heads up on that one. All right. I'm going to read a little bit, and we're not going to eat anything. We're going to get some more water. I've already done my mineral salt water, a cup of coffee. We'll get gussied up a little bit, have ourselves a stew.
Alrighty, I got to grab the shuttle here in a few minutes, 5 a.m. shuttle. Loved the oversized bath towels as well. Let's go get the 5 o'clock shuttle. Nice shuttle bus as well. I'm the only one on here for the 5 a.m. Of course, the big conventions in town, that's why they're still rounding and abouting, but the lobby looks really, really nice as well. This kind of area over here, left of the reception, kind of just sit and hang, read a book. Looks like there's a big counter table. I think other people are actually joining the shuttle, so let me move my backpack out of the way. EasyJet's pretty packed. British Airways, not so much. 5:14 a.m., 7 a.m. flight. Looking good.